What's up, wrestling fans? You're watching Fight Talks News, the one-stop spot for every WWE headline and showdown. Subscribe now and ring that bell. Let's get started. Recent events across WWE programming have sparked serious discussion among fans, not because of shocking betrayals or sudden turns, but because of subtle character shifts that feel deliberate and calculated. From Cody Rhodes' increasingly aggressive decisions, to unexpected moments of real-life unity backstage, to growing tension inside established factions, the current WWE landscape feels unstable in the most intriguing way possible. Nothing is officially broken, yet cracks are clearly forming beneath the surface. Heroes are making questionable choices, rivals are blurring boundaries, and alliances no longer feel as secure as they once did. These moments may seem small on their own, but together they suggest long-term storytelling at work. The question is no longer whether things are changing, but how far they will go before everything finally snaps. Cody Rhodes and the rise of the gray area. Cody Rhodes has built his WWE run on being the ultimate modern hero, yet 2025 has quietly tested that identity. While he remains beloved by fans, several moments have caused viewers to pause and reconsider where Cody truly stands. These weren't outright villainous actions, but they carried a tone that felt heavier than usual. Instead of immediate forgiveness or restraint, Cody has increasingly chosen confrontation and control. This shift hasn't erased his connection with the audience, but it has complicated it. Fans aren't turning on him, yet they are paying closer attention. Cody's character feels more layered now, less idealized, and more human. That complexity is what makes the discussion around him so compelling right now. The Rock's offer and Cody's moment of hesitation. One of the earliest sparks in this conversation came from Cody's interaction with The Rock. When presented with an offer promising security and legacy, Cody didn't immediately reject it. That hesitation, brief as it was, lingered in fans' minds. A traditional hero usually shuts down temptation instantly, but Cody took time to think. That pause didn't mean he accepted, but it introduced doubt. It suggested that even someone as principled as Cody can feel the weight of responsibility and possibility. The moment wasn't about betrayal, it was about temptation. By allowing Cody to consider the offer, WWE planted the idea that his moral compass, while strong, isn't immune to pressure. King of the Ring and the Randy Orton controversy. The King of the Ring finals added another layer to Cody's evolving portrayal. In a match against his mentor Randy Orton, Cody capitalized on an exposed turnbuckle to secure victory. While he didn't create the situation himself, his willingness to use it raised eyebrows. Fans weren't angry, but they were surprised. Winning at any cost against someone he deeply respects felt out of character on the surface. Yet beneath that moment was a subtle message. Cody is no longer just chasing validation, he's defending his position. The decision reflected competitiveness rather than malice, but it reinforced the idea that Cody is willing to blur lines when the stakes demand it. The John Cena contract incident. The confrontation with John Cena pushed the discussion even further. Forcing a contract signing after incapacitating an opponent isn't something fans associate with a classic hero. The moment was jarring, not because it was cruel, but because it felt authoritative. Cody wasn't seeking approval, he was asserting control. While many defended his actions as justified payback, the visual itself told a different story. It showed Cody taking power rather than waiting for opportunity. This wasn't revenge for revenge's sake. It was about ensuring the match happened on his terms. That distinction matters, but it still nudged Cody further into morally complex territory. Suspicion, silence, and the Jacob incident. When an attack involving Jacob occurred, Cody's behavior afterward drew attention. He wasn't proven guilty, but his reactions felt guarded. Fans noticed the careful wording, the lack of outrage, and the calm deflection. Combined with his earlier actions in 2025, suspicion naturally followed. WWE didn't confirm anything, but they didn't rush to clear him either. This ambiguity worked in Cody's favor narratively, keeping audiences guessing. It suggested that Cody understands perception as much as reality. Even without confirmation, the moment added weight to the idea that Cody is learning how to operate within power, not just around it. Drew McIntyre and the escalation of retaliation. The rivalry with Drew McIntyre marked Cody's most aggressive stretch yet. When Drew struck first, Cody responded with intensity that shocked even his supporters. Following Drew beyond the arena environment crossed a psychological threshold. It wasn't reckless, it was deliberate. Cody wasn't trying to humiliate. He was sending a message. Fans debated whether this was too far, but many acknowledged the context. Cody wasn't hunting conflict, he was ending it. Still, each escalation made his character feel less reactive and more commanding. That evolution doesn't signal villainy, but it does signal transformation. Power, titles, and the Nick Aldis promo. The December promo involving Nick Aldis crystallized everything. Cody listing his accomplishments and declaring himself the authority while holding the championship felt intentional. It wasn't arrogance. It was confidence sharpened into dominance. The line between leadership and entitlement blurred, and that tension fueled conversation instantly. Cody didn't deny accountability, but he reframed it. He spoke like someone aware of his influence. This wasn't a heel speech, but it wasn't a humble one either. WWE clearly wants fans asking whether power changes people, and Cody is the perfect vessel to explore that question without forcing a sudden turn. Is the championship changing Cody? A recurring theme around Cody has been the idea that the championship carries weight beyond gold. Characters have warned him about it, and now fans are seeing why. Each decision Cody makes feels heavier, more calculated. That doesn't make him corrupt, it makes him realistic. Heroes under pressure don't stay the same forever. They adapt. Cody still responds to provocation rather than initiating it, which keeps him grounded. Yet the edge in his responses suggests the title is shaping him. This isn't a downfall story, it's a burden story, one that unfolds slowly, moment by moment. Rhea Ripley's unexpected backstage moment. Away from storyline tension, a quiet backstage moment caught fans off guard. A photo revealed Rhea Ripley casually interacting with former rivals Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. The image broke character boundaries, but strengthened fan appreciation. It reminded audiences that rivalries don't erase respect behind the scenes. The reaction was overwhelmingly positive, not because it teased a storyline, but because it humanized everyone involved. These moments don't weaken narratives, they enrich them. Seeing unity outside the ring reinforces how intense rivalries inside it truly are. It was a small moment with a big emotional response. Roxanne Perez and Judgment Day. Uncertainty. Roxanne Perez addressed speculation surrounding her role within Judgment Day directly, denying any intent to cause internal conflict. Her comments were calm, measured, and believable, for now. Still, recent episodes suggest growing disconnect within the group. Roxanne's position feels delicate, caught between loyalty and circumstance. Whether she remains neutral or becomes a catalyst remains to be seen. WWE thrives on slow tension, and Judgment Day feels primed for it. Roxanne's denial doesn't close the door, it simply delays the reveal. In WWE, stability often precedes collapse, and fans are watching closely for the first crack.